Breaking: Kody Brown and Robyn's big secret revealed. It will shock you. Sister Wives Season 20. Once a symbol of plural marriage in America, the Brown family has now become a cautionary tale of fractured relationships, estrangement, and emotional turmoil. The reality series Sister Wives, which premiered in 2010, was built around Kody Brown and his 4 wives, Meri, Janelle, Christine, and Robyn, who sought to normalize their polygamous lifestyle. But over time, cracks in the family structure began to show. By season 18, the once unified Brown household had splintered, leaving Kody legally and spiritually married to only Robyn Brown. Christine was the first to leave, publicly announcing her split from Kody in season 17. Her decision marked a major turning point in the show's history. For over 3 decades, Kody had maintained his plural family, but Christine's exit began a domino effect that led to the unraveling of the family unit. Janelle followed next, revealing that she and Kody had quietly separated. Finally, Meri confirmed that she too had ended her spiritual marriage to Kody. With 3 of his 4 wives gone, Kody was left in a monogamous marriage with Robyn, the very wife many fans and family members blame for the family's collapse. Robyn's introduction in season 1 brought excitement and curiosity. At the time, the other wives seemed open to welcoming a new sister wife, hoping she would add to the love and support within the family. But as time passed, it became increasingly clear that Robyn's bond with Kody was unlike his relationships with his other wives. Their emotional and romantic connection was stronger, more exclusive, and deeply disruptive. While polygamy ideally promotes equality among wives, Kody's actions told a different story. He began spending the majority of his time at Robyn's home, giving her and their children more attention and care than he did with his older children and other wives. As Robyn became the focal point of Kody's affection, Meri, Janelle, and Christine were left to feel sidelined. The imbalance grew more evident during the COVID-19 pandemic, when Kody enforced strict protocols that disproportionately kept him at Robyn's house while limiting his interactions with his other wives and their children. This favoritism caused major tension not just between the spouses, but between Kody and many of his children. While Robyn's younger kids were frequently with him, his older children from his other marriages expressed frustration and emotional pain over their father's absence. Several of them called out Kody's neglect and emotional distance, leading to further estrangement. The once large, close-knit family that fans had come to love was now deeply divided. Over time, resentment toward Robyn grew. Though she often claimed to want unity and peace in the family, her actions were seen as self-serving. Christine and Janelle openly accused Robyn of monopolizing Kody's time and manipulating family dynamics. Meri, who was once closest to Robyn, also came to realize that Robyn may not have had genuine intentions. In a particularly emotional moment, Meri shared that Robyn had not been the friend or support system she once believed her to be. Behind the scenes, the bonds between the wives crumbled, and any semblance of sisterhood faded. Publicly, the 3 ex-wives have distanced themselves not only from Kody but from Robyn as well. None of them maintain a relationship with her, and many of the Brown children have similarly cut ties. Fans of Sister Wives have long debated whether the family could have survived if not for Robyn's entry. While it's unfair to place all blame on one person, it's clear that her presence changed the family's dynamic in irreversible ways. Whether it was Kody's infatuation with her or her different expectations for what marriage should look like, Robyn's role in the family ushered in a new era, one that ultimately ended in separation and pain. Now, with the future of Sister Wives hanging in the balance, many wonder what comes next. Kody and Robyn remain together, but the show's premise of plural marriage has been fundamentally broken. With no sister wives left and most of Kody's children alienated from him, the story has taken a darker turn. Once about love, cooperation, and family, Sister Wives now tells a cautionary tale about favoritism, fractured trust, and the fallout of unequal relationships. As Kody and Robyn face the future alone, viewers are left to reflect on what was lost, and what it says about the true cost of imbalance in a plural marriage. A family divided, Garrison Brown's memorial reveals deep fractures in the Brown clan. The pain of loss was evident, but so too was the emotional distance within the Brown family as they gathered to honor the memory of Garrison Brown, the late son of Kody and Janelle Brown. The memorial, held 6 months after Garrison's tragic passing, took place in Wyoming, a location filled with deep personal significance for the family. Once a cherished summer destination, the ranch owned by Kody's relatives became the setting for a moment of collective mourning, yet also one that laid bare the extent of the family's fragmentation. As the family arrived in Wyoming, it became clear that things had changed irreversibly. In the early days of Sister Wives, these scenic family trips symbolized unity and adventure. But now, that unity has splintered. While everyone came to say goodbye to Garrison, they did so from very different emotional and relational spaces. Kody and Robyn, once central figures in the family, appeared notably distanced from the others. They spent part of the trip reminiscing about Kody's childhood and the beginnings of his career, memories that should have been a source of connection, but instead highlighted their growing isolation. Kody, walking through familiar Wyoming landscapes, reflected more on his past than on the pain unfolding within his family in the present. On the other hand, Janelle, deeply grieving the loss of her son, leaned on the support of those who had remained close to her in Garrison. Christine, her children, and even Meri's child came together to offer emotional strength and solidarity. The gathering around Garrison's grave was filled with heartfelt tributes, shared memories, and quiet tears. It was clear that this group, though no longer tied to Kody by marriage, stood as a unit, united in their love for Garrison and for one another. The contrast at the burial site was stark. Robyn and her children stood apart from the rest of the family, a visible symbol of the distance that has grown over the years. While everyone present shared in the sorrow of losing Garrison, the emotional and physical divide between Kody and Robyn and the rest of the family could not be ignored. What should have been a moment of unity and healing only further underscored the deep fractures that now define the Brown family. Despite their shared past and mutual grief, it was clear that Kody and Robyn were no longer fully part of the broader family circle. Their presence felt almost separate, not just physically at the burial, but emotionally as well. Garrison's death brought the family together geographically, but not emotionally. The gathering in Wyoming was a painful reminder of what has been lost, not only in the life of a beloved son and brother, but also in the once strong bonds that held this plural family together. As the Browns move forward, the question remains, can shared grief mend broken ties? Or has the rift grown too deep to heal? For now, the memorial stands as a solemn marker of both remembrance and division, an unforgettable moment that showed just how far apart the Brown family has drifted.